Hi, I'm Fran and this is Fran Nook in the Pages. Today's video is going to be the end of the year book tag. This tag was created by the wonderful Ariel Bisset, so I will leave the link to her channel in the description down below. Some people have already done it, some people wait till the end of the year. I'm doing it now. It's fine that way. Let's begin. Are there any books that you started this year that you need to finish? Yes, there are. Unfortunately, I have this very bad habit of picking up books and then just letting them rest there, waiting to be picked up again. One of these is A Psalm for the Wild-Built by Becky Chambers. This is a novella and it is the first one in the Monk and Robot series. I was loving it so much. I started it on a summer day back in August. I was at the sea. I wanted something light and short and breezy to read, and I started it. I was loving it so much, and then I had to go back home from the sea and I didn't pick it up again. But I will absolutely finish it before the end of the year because it was so heartwarming and I was truly loving it. So it will be finished, it will be read before the year ends. Another book that I had picked up last month is Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantero, and this book, oh gosh, I was absolutely adoring it. I am loving it. It has the best prologue that I've ever read. I was loving the story, every single word, every single sentence of it so much, but unfortunately I have other reads planned for this month and for the next, and if I had to continue it right now, I wouldn't give it the right attention that it deserves. I want to be completely absorbed by it. That's not happening right now, so it is going to be one of my top priorities in 2022. I promise this. I promise it will be picked up at the beginning of the year and I will finish it and I will tell you all about it. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? Yes. I have a few actually. I have the first installment in the Tokyo Stories series by Yaro Abe. This is a series of manga and it has been adapted into a TV show. It's on Netflix. Unfortunately, I don't think that this has been translated into English yet. It's Japanese, of course. This is my Italian edition. I got it from the library and I loved it. It was so heartwarming, and it's basically all these different people, customers, going into this midnight tavern, and it's all about them telling their stories, and I just love it. It's so nice and cozy and heartwarming, and hopefully it'll also be translated into English soon so you guys can go and read it. But again, you can check out the TV show, see if it's something that you might like. Another series that I think is absolutely perfect for this time of the year is the YA contemporary mystery series Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. It's made of 3 books plus another one that is kind of not connected. It has a different mystery to investigate, but it has the same characters, so it is somehow connected. And yeah, I just loved it. I listened to all the audiobooks. I listened to the first 3 books in this series. It was like hanging out with friends and investigating a series of murders, and it was just loads of fun. And the last book that I would recommend is Number 11 by Jonathan Coe. This is a very weird, strange book, but I feel like it has the perfect fall autumnal vibe, and it's basically a collection of short stories that you find out at the end are somehow all tangled with each other. It has some unexplicable things, maybe some magical realism. Just, it has the perfect vibe, and I would recommend listening to the audiobook again because that's how I read it and it was perfect. Is there a new release that you're still waiting for? Yes, there are actually a few. Some of them I'm going to read as soon as they come out, others maybe I won't, but still, these are all books that I want to read at some point. There's Cytonic by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 3rd book in the Skywards series. It's a sci-fi YA series and it's coming out on November 23rd. And of course, I'm going to listen to the audiobook because that's how I listened to the previous installments in this series. Susie Jackson is the narrator. I love her. She's amazing and I cannot wait. Weirdly enough, I'm excited about a sci-fi new release. That's a first for me. Then there's Imawari House by Harmony Becker. This one is coming out on November 9th, and it is about 3 exchange students who go to Japan, and the illustrations look very nice, and I just love listening and hearing stories of exchange students, people who went to live abroad for a period of time and had to adapt to a different cultures from theirs. Another graphic novel that I'm highly anticipating is New Year by Mei Zhan, and this is about the relationship between a dad and his daughter. They live in different countries, and it's about them missing each other and family relationships, and it just sounds so sweet and delicate and tender. Again, the illustrations look amazing, and I just cannot wait to have it and read it. It's going to be, I think, a very emotional story. And last but not least is You've Reached Sam by Dustin Thau. This one has just such a beautiful cover. When I saw it, I couldn't stop staring at it. This is about a girl named Julie who loses her boyfriend, and he had left her a message that she hadn't listened to. She calls his cell phone to listen to the message, and then her boyfriend picks up even though he's dead. It is a contemporary YA, of course, but I don't know, it sounds so intense and perhaps sad but sweet, and I'm really curious, and honestly I cannot wait to read it. I think it's going to be a good one. What are 3 books that you want to read before the end of the year? So I have The Boy Who Steals Houses by C.G. Drews. This one has a very interesting premise to me. This is about a guy who breaks into houses to stay there for some days. He doesn't have a home, and he steals things to sell them and start building his own life, until one day the family who owns the house where he was staying at comes back from wherever they were, and everyone thinks that this guy is friends with one of the kids, so he ends up staying there. And that just sounds weird and kind of funny in a way. I know that this book has autism representation, which I'm very interested in, and yeah, I cannot wait. Another one that I know I'm going to read, actually listen to, before the end of the year is the one that I'm currently on hold for at the library, and it is The Vanderbeekers of 141st Street by Karina Jan Glazer. And from what I've understood, this is about a family that lives in a brownstone, and they're being evicted, and the kids try to do something to oppose that. Something is gonna happen, and I've been told that it has very Christmassy feels, which is what I'm looking for right now, so I cannot wait. And the last book that I have to read is If the Shoe Fits by E.J. Noyes, and this is because this is a women-loving women romance that I have to read. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to read because I kind of made a deal with my girlfriend. She gave me 2 books to read before the end of the year. One I already read and loved, and it was When You Least Expect It by Haley Cass, and this one was the other one. I don't know much about it. I just know that it's a sapphic romance, and I'm here for it. Is there a book that could still shock you and become your favorite of the year? I don't want to say which ones could be that, because that would spoil future plans and surprises, but yes, there are some books that might shock me and become my favorites of 2021. Yes. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? Yes. Yes, I have. I am a bit of an obsessive planner, so reading plans have been made, are being made. I won't go into the specifics too much right now because, again, that's for future videos. But I do want to tackle my physical TBR. In the past months, I've been reading mostly on my Kobo or listening to audiobooks, which is great, and I will keep doing that, but I also want to get to some books that I actually physically own and that have been neglected lately. And another reading plan is that I want to tackle some longer books, and in particular I've been wanting to read some Dickens, and I'm torn between Bleak House and The Pickwick Circle. I don't know why, but that's what I have in my mind for now, and I think that's what I'm going to try and do next year. So this was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I'm not gonna tag anyone because I feel like this is the kind of tag that everyone does at some point whenever they're feeling like it. So you don't really need to be tagged in order to do so. But let me know in the comments if you have read any of the books that I've mentioned. Also, you can answer to these questions in the comments so that I can read your answers and what your reading plans are and will be. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribe and like this video. All the links to my social media and stuff are in the description down below. And I'll see you guys very soon in another video. Until then, have a good one and warm hugs. Bye!